How did he? Oh, Jordan Wilkins. How
Yeah.
did Jordan Wilkins do?
I don't think he touched the ball.
He didn't touch the ball.
No, that's all right. That's in that Dynasty 11 league that we're going to turf at the end of the year anyway. So I don't really give a shit.
Okay. Let me hit record on here. Boom. And we are live.
We go.
Intro.
I can hear we're live.
Ooh.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
He's never done this before.
Come on now. We're going to have action too. Right here. It ain't going nowhere. Well, yeah, you got some technique. But you ain't show me that this summer. Hey, wildcat. Ball at the 5, 3rd down and 2. That was bad. Let's go have some fun, bro. We ain't got to talk about too much. He wants to play the ball. It's holding. Cliff. The cliff. How is that not called? That ain't gonna call a damn thing.
What is the delay for? He's standing right there.
He's taking a card out. He's a piece of paper.
It's that close? Dear Lord.
Dear Lord, indeed. Hello and welcome. It's the Aussie guys. And
I've never. Do we have to actually pay everybody that's in that startup?
to a share of the profits, G.
Hey,
We'll give them a percentage.
they could
Uh,
sue me for half of what I have, which is nothing.
exactly. A warm welcome to you both and a special guest, Neil Gray. Neil, how you doing?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me, gents. Absolute pleasure to be here.
It's great just to break up the monotony of me putting up with AJ for next hour and a bit.
In the seat last week, we had Dave Evans Smith, our Browns fan. He timed it really pretty sweetly. He has the timing of Myles Garrett, and that was an interesting moment.
Don't mind me.
Now he can't come back because he's suspended indefinitely from the pod.
Who, Myles Garrett?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, Myles Garrett, we are putting our foot down. You cannot come on this pod, Myles. I'm sorry. And he appealed. I mean, you know what? I know that players appeal. Even the most egregious things, they appeal. Like, why not throw your hat in the ring and see how many weeks you can get back? But, like, come on. Like, what could he possibly say? And he came out with a bloody clanger, didn't he?
Well,
So what happened with the appeal?
Didn't get it.
Yeah, he
Nothing.
claimed.
Oh, of course not.
He claimed there was something racially untoward said to him that provoked him. But
Oh, did he come up with that one?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Ganley. Welcome. And hey, today.
Today.
Gee. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't
Man, I
need
wish
to,
I'd
don't,
remembered.
don't need to be reminded. Don't need to be reminded.
Is it?
No.
No, it's not the day because that was last year. So
No,
this is
that
just
was last
another
year.
number.
It's just another number. Just
So it doesn't
put
matter.
a 1 on the end of the 5, mate.
Yeah.
We'll just keep rolling out.
That's
I
right.
woke up this morning, so that was the start.
It's a
It's a good
bonus.
start. Yeah.
Every day you wake up.
Yep.
It's a bonus, isn't it?
yeah, so he said that something racially untoward was said to him, but then they spoke
Microphone.
to
You know how these things
Sorry.
work. Check. You check 1, 2.
They spoke to the other Browns players afterwards, so Mayfield and
Yep.
a couple of other guys, and they were like, "No, it's the first we've heard him mention that." So
Yeah, I didn't hear that one before. You would have thought that would have come out straight away.
You would think now he loses all credibility, and I'm a big fan of Myles Garrett. I like my defensive players, and Myles Garrett is now he has had a little bit of a reputation for sort of late hits, you'd say, but the rules of the NFL, let's face it, it's hard to play defense, isn't it? I mean, flags and things come out pretty quick. Oh, what's that sound?
Oh,
Drinks of the pod.
yes, we haven't done it.
Yeah,
thank
it's probably-
you. Thank you, Neil, for cracking open that can.
I wasn't going anywhere good with that anyway, so that's good. Let's have drinks of the pod.
Okay.
So
Chuck one up. Supplied
this
by
is-
Neil. Thank you very much.
thank you very much, Neil. You are a gentleman from the Bright Brewery. It's a blowhard.
Like Bright, up
Mhm.
Bright, Victoria Bright.
Yep.
Okay.
I just
Great place.
realised
Great
that
place to ride.
it's a blowhard.
Great.
Is that me? Am I a blowhard?
Great tracks up there. Great tracks. Great mountain bike
Oh,
tracks.
really?
Up there. Yeah.
Gee,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
yours? And-
crack this one open.
Oh, an apple cider. You're getting a reputation for
Oh, mate. I'm getting a
soft.
reputation.
Oh, jeez.
Getting and have.
Oh, that's professionalism.
And oh, thank you. Yes, it is.
Starting to wear out the
Not
end of the table.
the
mate.
first, not the last.
No.
And Neil should explain this, which is the
Yeah,
Iron
so-
Brew.
Some of our, I'm sure you have followers and listeners and watchers all over the world. So
This is football, mate, not comedy.
Scotland, which
That's-
is the country I was born in, no
That's not
longer
bad.
living in,
Mm-hmm.
Is that where the accent comes from?
Yeah.
No, but
Via-
never guessed it.
Oh,
via,
gee.
via New Zealand.
You get the bit of the tinge of the red too, haven't you?
Well,
A bit of the ginge.
yeah, 100%.
God's clown.
Strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde.
So, as orange as the can is, Scotland is the only country in the world where Coca-Cola is not the biggest selling soft drink because it's Iron Brew. And it is guaranteed the best hangover cure in the world. If it's in, like, you buy them in the, like, 7-Eleven equivalents in the UK in a glass bottle,
Mm-hmm.
put it in the fridge, big Saturday night out, you come
Really?
back, kebab, hungover, coming out everywhere. Sunday morning, you get your ice cold bottle of Iron Brew out the fridge, and yeah,
What's it got in it? Got a bit of
Sugar.
guarana and just sugar.
it's genuinely just a
Just
soft
the
drink.
usual. Just the usual. Water, sugar.
Sugar.
The tagline in the adverts in the UK is Iron Brew made in Scotland from girders, and then it's like as if you were like a hard nut Scottish person in a
Right.
steel plant.
It's not a very big can.
Well, some it's an acquired. It might be an acquired taste.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
Is that like related to anything at all? Just because it's a small can? It's not a Scottish thing.
no,
No, okay.
What are you implying?
No, I'm just asking. You know, just find these things out. Americans drive big cars for
Well,
some reason.
I think they're compensating. But
Yeah.
anyway,
that could be. I could be saying the opposite, the reverse of the big, the pickup, the small can. You don't need to compensate, you blokes.
small can, big hands.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yep. Okay, I don't know where to go. What are we talking about? Hey,
Cheers.
listen, cheers, so I can drain some of this. So cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Hey, boy, got a
And
boy.
happy birthday.
And-
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Who would have thought? 21. Amazing.
God, I wish. There'd be a lot of things I'd change, I can tell you. A lot of different roads I'd probably take, I think.
So the other guy in the suspension, just to drag it back to football, the one that was kicking the bloke in the head on the ground afterwards, the Steelers guy. I forget his name.
Mason
Pouncey.
Rudolph.
No,
oh,
Pouncey.
no, Pouncey.
So his ban got reduced from 3 games to 2,
Really?
which conveniently means he still can't play the Browns when they play each other.
Okay, that's pretty good. But
But he can come back next
did he connect with the kick? Like I saw him throw the kick. I didn't actually. Did he actually kick him in the head, or he sort of just threw it and
I
like
am not
like
100%
mate? He went all
sure.
out with the punches, but I don't know how a punch with a helmet works.
Dave, g'day. He's posted a
Dave.
couple of things here. Is that Iron Brew? My God, that's awful stuff. Says Dave.
So there's an Iron Brew from South Africa as well, which does taste awful. So
Okay.
I don't know if he's mixing the two up, but I'm sure G will try it later and he'll let you know.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So yeah. So anyway, Miles Garrett appeal was unsuccessful, and he's just obviously, we had a game today, Colts Texans, which the Texans won. I haven't watched the game. I was just busy all day. Fancy
Yes,
that, G.
me too.
I was busy.
That's
at
unusual
work.
for you.
I knew you'd. I just want to give you the in. 2017, I believe the score was.
Yep.
What other bits of news?
DeAndre
Guys,
went off.
refresh my- Oh,
Fuller went off. What did he
Fuller
have?
went
Like
off,
100?
yes.
Was it 150, 160 yards?
Definitely.
I think he
fine.
averaged like 20 yards a catch today. Hopkins had what around? I'm just sort of guessing here. Was it like 90 something?
92.
Yeah, 94, 92.
2 TDs, it says.
And 2 TDs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And what else was I going to
I
say?
think it was his second touchdown that he caught sort of the lunging sort of one in the back of the end zone. Beautiful pass.
Yeah, because the
Beautiful ball.
first one he was just wide open.
Or was he?
Yeah.
Oh, the second one, second one I saw just on your phone would
Ooh.
give you the highlights.
I just watched that one.
And it's a beautiful
That's
ball.
impressive.
Beautiful ball.
Beautiful ball from their
Well,
quarterback.
they talk about, it's a great catch and he dives. Mate, you paid, okay, he's paid to make the throws as well. But when the ball's within catching, you should catch it. But to put it, that was just a perfect
It
ball.
was perfectly, yeah. Will Fuller continues to be an extremely frustrating
Yes.
fantasy play, though, doesn't he?
That's something we have to talk about one week.
Boom or bust.
Is the guys that, and that was one of the ideas I came up with this week when you were sending through ideas, which I didn't appreciate, mate. You're just a guest. we run this show,
That's a bit
okay?
harsh.
I've actually
But this is actually your
just thought of what another one is. We were sitting here.
this is actually your idea, based in a roundabout way. You got me onto it. Is the guys that sort of those frustrating guys that they're everywhere. That when you don't play them, they score, and when you do play them, they do nothing.
Yeah.
And we all have them sitting on our bench.
Yes.
This could be the week. Great matchup. Suck. Put him in the, I'm not playing him next week. He's playing against
Goes off.
Micah Hyde or, or whatever.
Yep.
As someone will be up against this week. And he goes off. Not that he's going to do it against Micah Hyde, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes, exactly.
And Williams, like we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
Naeem, or
Yeah.
you do what I did, like I said, and you play Naeem Hines thinking maybe this
In
week.
a non PPR league. Yeah. That's, yeah.
Sometimes you got to roll the dice.
You
Jake.
sometimes you do.
Sometimes you do. Zach says D-Jax wins that award every year. D-Jax is he's sort of like a bird of a feather, really. Will Fuller.
Yes.
Yes. Speedsters, they're just, they're absolute boom or bust. They're healthy. They're on the park. You're probably going to play them.
There's like those athletes that live like on the edge of like fitness and falling apart, aren't they? Like you just wait for a hamstring to go ping at any second.
Yeah.
And they're usually the most, I was going to say solidly built guys, or like
No,
they're the more fragile sort of receivers, aren't they? Because they're usually small. They're not big guys. They're just built for speed.
Yeah.
Some maybe Tyreek Hill is someone who sort of works against that grain because he's quite physical as a runner.
Tyreek Hill is going to avoid getting hurt because no one can catch him.
That probably helps.
Yeah.
That
You have to
probably
get
helps.
to the guy.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. So that's in his favor.
So, do we have any other news? It's been a pretty quiet week, really, hasn't
It
it?
has been a quiet week, I think. Yeah. Chris Ganley says Kirk. I'm not sure if he means the cuz or
Christian.
Kirk
Christian
from
Kirk.
Arizona.
Yeah, this year he has been.
this year, but next
but
year.
no,
I think
he's come on of recent,
has come on.
recent weeks.
Yeah.
Your boy from the Falcons is a prime candidate for that.
Julio,
No,
Ridley.
Ridley.
Yeah, he is. Up and down. It's like a roller coaster.
Don't be doing that, man. Just told you like 5 minutes ago you're a guest.
The Falcons are hot right now, G.
It's just, I seriously don't understand it.
They just moved the coaches, got them to sit in different chairs.
Yeah.
a bit of feng shui.
Yeah,
just-
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
They've put a red wall up somewhere to stop the whatever the bad spirits from coming in. I have no idea how this feng shui works. We just painted a house once. You had to have a red wall between the
Really?
between the garage and the house. Yeah, the wall,
Really?
yeah, to stop the bad spirit.
A red wall?
Yeah, seriously.
Really?
We had to paint the wall red. That was on the inside of the house, obviously, but that wall was attached on the other side to the garage.
Mm.
But we had to paint it red to stop the bad feng shui from coming in. It's just like, serious?
The people who owned this house before we bought it, this is the reason why we've got, that pond we've got out by the
Mhm.
front door.
Feng shui.
It's feng shui.
Mm.
They put that in because it's something to do with a body of water near your front door, and that's why they put it in. So go figure.
Now, feng shui, is that Japanese or Chinese? Or
I'm pretty sure it's Chinese.
is it? I was gonna
Ganley,
say, if it's
yeah.
Ganley, look at which one's that one, brother. I was going to say because they didn't have enough feng shui in 1945. Didn't help them out.
Oof! You realise I'm going live with
Mate, it happened. It's a reality. It's history. It
All
happened.
Too
these
soon.
worldwide watchers.
Mate, that's all right. But well, everywhere knows it happened. It's not a secret.
too soon. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you saw. You're probably not really into this sort of thing, G. But was it an HBO series, Chernobyl? Did you see that?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I'd love to see it. It's
Oh,
meant to be
it's really
really good.
good.
So,
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen it.
watched the
You have to
first-
pay for it, don't you?
Some people
Some
might pay
people.
for it.
I watched the first episode, and it's really it takes a bit getting used to because all the Russians speak with
British
English
accents.
Yeah, okay,
like
okay.
northern English accents.
Yep.
Like they're from Newcastle or something.
Yeah.
And
Manchester?
I just couldn't
Yeah.
watch it anymore.
Okay.
because
It
Took
was-
you out of it.
I couldn't suspend the disbelief that there was all these English Russians.
Okay,
running
so
around.
maybe it would have been better if they would just try the
I'd
accent.
actually
Just
rather
try it.
watched like it in subtitles.
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay.
I might try that.
Yeah. No, that's a fair point. No, you are absolutely right. Great, cracking show. So So, did you want to do ins and outs first, G?
Yeah, we'll do ins and outs, and
Before we
then
do
we'll
our
get down to
special.
our week 12 special.
Okay. So ins and outs. So if you are a first-time listener, Zach says Chernobyl sucks. Painful to watch the Brits. He said the same thing. Anyway, yeah. No, I quite kind of liked it, but yeah, that's a fair comment. So yeah, ins and outs. So
But
what we
factually, it's meant to be. like
extremely
on the money.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a few bits and pieces I've heard people talk about that probably didn't happen, but that's there's always a little bit of license in there, isn't there too?
Bit of
Little bit.
dramatization.
Yeah, like I went and saw the Ford versus Ferrari last night.
Oh, what's that like?
It's a good movie, but it's not exactly factually correct.
Really?
No, there's bits and pieces that I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but they're just more. It's more like Hollywood than it is actually what happened.
And I like those guys. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's
and,
great.
Matt Damon, isn't it?
Yes, Matt Damon plays Carol Shelby, and what was the name of the driver of the car? That's terrible. Who Christian Bale plays?
I've got no idea.
Geez, I only saw it last night. How bad's that?
It's probably not important.
Okay, let's move on, Andrew.
Andrew.
Oh, I mean, sorry,
Yep.
Adrian.
Yeah. Martin disagrees about the British accents. I know you do, Martin.
Man, that first time.
Hey, good
This
to have you
week.
join us here.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, let's get on to, they probably do, Zach, I'm guessing. They glorify Ford a bit. It's a American movie, G.
Well, do they glorify it? Not really. You got to be fair. They sort of. Well, obviously, the whole movie's based on when they ended up winning Le Mans. So I'm no spoilers there because they actually bloody went out and did it. But
History.
the couple of losses beforehand, they sort of it's there. So
Okay.
yeah, but I don't think they glorify it at all. No,
All right. Cool.
they make Carol Shelby out to be a pretty cool dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
AJ's
Okay.
got no idea who Carol Shelby is.
Zero.
You don't know?
No,
Shelby.
I don't know.
It's good that he knows
Shelby.
he's a guy, though.
Shelby. Like related to like Mustangs and Cobras, and no idea. Shelby Cobra, never heard of it.
No idea.
Do you know what a GT40 is?
No. So let's get into the. I know. Let's get into ins and outs.
You have a penis, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm not going to give. I'm not going
Just
to
checking.
provide
Okay.
evidence. So let's go with ins and outs. So the idea is we are going by the Fantasy Pros ranking. Quarterbacks first. So top 12, we have to pick one from the top 12. We're going to drop out this week and one from outside the top 12 to bring in. Gents, Neil, you are our guest. Please
Look at the size of that thing.
fire
It's a
away.
little notebook.
I know.
You just turn up with your like sheaves of
A4.
paper.
Yeah, I know. Go on.
I'm just single-handedly saving the
Yeah,
world over here.
you didn't wear
Very
glasses?
honourable.
You have
Very
any glasses,
No, I'm right.
mate? He's got a mate.
Young
Just because-
guys, remember?
Yeah,
guys.
young eyes. Yeah, good. That's fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give you that.
Touche. All right.
So yeah, I'll just rip the band-aid off.
Go.
So I am sitting Dak Prescott this week.
Am I playing you in a league this week where I have Dak Prescott?
No.
Okay, it's okay.
And like I said before,
I have a
went
lot of
on
shares
air,
in Dak Prescott. I have a lot of shares in Dak Prescott.
If I had Dak Prescott, I don't own him in any leagues, but if I did, I probably would ignore my own advice here. But a few things.
Mhm.
So, non-statistically, Belichick is arguably probably one of the smartest coaches, regardless of all the
Not even
other who
arguably.
have it
Yeah.
goes along with it.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson beat them probably single-handedly when they played Baltimore. The closest, Kyler
Because
Murray.
he has had trouble with running quarterbacks. Yeah.
So he's probably spent the bye and the last week thinking, how am I going to stop Lamar when we inevitably have to play them again?
I'm not going to have some little young upstart do that to me again.
Who's one of
Little
the
punk.
who's one? So Dak Prescott would be up there in the last 3 years, scoring the most rushing touchdowns from a quarterback before Lamar. So probably a good case study for Belichick to try a few things.
Yeah, but the problem is Lamar starts running from inside his own 10.
Yeah.
Prescott's not really
So
shooting off, is he?
The Pats defense leads the league on yards per attempt
They lead the league in everything.
and quarterbacks against them have the lowest passer rate.
Yep.
So no one watching this isn't going to be starting the Patriots, not start the Patriots defense anyway in the defense. league. So
No.
that's the reason I've gone for Dak.
Okay.
Belichick and the Patriots D.
Okay.
I think
That's
it's a very
fair.
safe call.
Look, I must admit, in
And he was number 7.
number 7. So I have Prescott everywhere in a lot of leagues.
Yes.
And there's a lot of leagues we play in that I have one starting QB. And I actually, I'm not starting him this week.
Really?
No.
You're kidding.
There you go.
Who
No.
are you starting instead?
I think I Russell Wilson in a couple.
Oh, Russell Wilson.
Patty.
Oh, come on. I thought you were going to start some scrub.
No,
What are you-
no, but
are
mate,
you
on
talking
any
about?
given weeks, I've been starting Prescott over Patrick Mahomes.
Single quarterback,
Yeah.
and you've got Prescott and Mahomes.
Mahomes has been injured.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
But you got both of them.
I've been starting Dak Prescott over stupidly Russell Wilson a couple of times. But yeah, they haven't been that far off, like, give or take 10 points.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Anyway, good call. Good call, Neil.
So should I do the start now, or are we all going to do this?
no, they're going to bring you in.
Bring one in.
Bring you in.
Okay.
Who's coming in from outside the
Nature
top 12? What do you
abhors
have?
vacuum.
So number 18,
Oh,
going to bring in Ryan Tannehill.
Tanners.
3-1 as a starter.
Yep. It's looking good.
He's efficient.
Yes.
He's smart, not taking any risks. And since the Jags lost Jalen Ramsey, there's not heaps to be afraid about the
This is true.
Jaguars defense that would say that even if he just continues being solid, he wouldn't be worth a start.
Yeah, like mate, what is he giving? What are his numbers? Did he write down
I
his
didn't write
stats?
down any start, just that he was 3-1.
It's like working with AJ again.
Listen.
So
Neil's-
what's he going to give you? He give you. They're up against the Jags this week. So look, he just got to. He's got to be good enough to get into the top 12. That's what we're trying to do. So he's got
And
to
I
be a
think
starting quarterback. So
that's fair.
you want.
He's got to jump up.
I
6
want
spots.
at least 2 touchdowns, 300 yards, close to 300 yards,
Not a
and
problem.
that gives you roughly about 20 points. We work out.
Yeah. I
Well,
think
that's
that's
right.
perfectly doable.
Yeah.
You look at his weapons. I mean, he's got Derrick Henry, bloody bulldozer.
Oof. He's on fire.
He's on
isn't he?
fire. You've got, well, no matter what you think of Corey Davis, AJ Brown, I'm a massive fan of. Jonnu Smith, I don't know, is Delaney Walker actually happening? But Jonnu Smith looks pretty good.
Like you guys say, he's alive, so he's at.
He's got a
yes,
pulse.
He's got a pulse. And Tannehill looks like he's had a career resurrection. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Look, maybe Tennessee decides to draft a quarterback and just slowly develop them, but I wouldn't be surprised especially if Tannehill finishes the year strong, they could just turn around and go, "You're the guy." They could do that.
Well, they're going to draft somebody.
You think they will still?
Yeah. Well,
But what? I mean, he looks fine.
yeah,
why
but
would
I think you want to have someone developing behind him.
They might not.
They
take
might
him with
not.
their first pick, but
No, maybe not. Yeah.
Pick a late guy and do
Yeah.
it. Sure. I think that's fair. Okay. Awesome. G.
Why? Because you've done nothing?
Yes.
Okay, my out this week. Always bring the big stuff. Yeah, Dak Prescott was good.
Go hard.
Out this week, the number 6 quarterback, Aaron Rodgers at San Francisco, who are number 2 on the season versus quarterbacks. They've just got a little bit worse over the last 4 games, actually. They were giving up 10.9 fantasy points per game, which is extremely low. They've jumped up to 16.6 in the last 4 weeks. I like to look at the last 4 weeks, mate, because I think that starts to tell more of a story than over the season.
That's true.
Teams change a lot.
They do.
Like Rodgers' last 6 games, only twice has he had 19-plus fantasy points. Had the big week 7 against the Raiders, 429. Hey, 429. Talking about 429, 427. What did they put in the back of that car? Was it 427?
What are you talking about?
Engine size,
Cars.
mate. Cubic inch, mate. I think it's a 427, 429, 427.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns.
That was
I'm
it.
just getting lost. I'll just get kept, mate. This is our show, mate. Do what the hell I want to do. And he had the week 8 against Kansas City where he threw 305 and 3 TDs. So you take out those 2 games.
Yeah.
In the last 5 games, he's only thrown for 6 TDs. And in 2 of those games, he threw none. So he's only had 19-plus fantasy points on 3 occasions all season.
Just
further
Phil
away.
Spelshy, yeah.
I sound great in my headphones. Maybe your headphones. And yeah, you look at these running backs at the moment, like Aaron Jones is running well. If it's not him, it's Jamal Williams. They're working really well as a tandem. They've got the running game going. So it sort of eats into his fantasy value a little bit. Yeah, add that he's up against San Francisco in their home building as well. So he is my out this week. And my in, Nick Foles.
Ooh.
Up against the Titans. On the season, they're number 16, but in the last 4 weeks, they have dropped to number 25 against QBs. Granted, there's a bye week in there as well. But in the last 3 games, they've faced Mahomes, who thrown for 446 3 TDs, Kyle Allen, who threw for 232 yards, 2 TDs, and Jameis Winston, who threw for 301 and 2 TDs.
Okay.
Like, I didn't put the interceptions in there because that sort of screws up how good this all sounds for me. I'm not stupid. You only give them the stats that you need to make your argument better.
So Nick Foles' 3rd game of the season is going to be a doozy.
I think it's good enough to get into the top 12, maybe. So if he throws 300, maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns, where it was sort of in that Ryan Tannehill sort of range.
Yep.
He's got the receivers. So I don't know if DD's going to play this week. He hasn't practiced. He didn't practice yesterday. So what have we got down here? So these are my notes, and then I don't know what I've written now because I write it so quickly. I don't know what I've written. So look, in the last week up against Indy, who were number 6, the QBs in the last 4 games have thrown for 296 yards, 2 DDs, and 1 interception. You got the Titans past these on the slide. They actually started off really well. The whole actual Titans defense were good. They're actually a good fantasy pickup.
Yes, Titans. Yeah.
But they've started to slide a little bit as the season's gone on. So I reckon Nick Foles this week, very good chance of maybe just squeezing up there if you need somebody, and especially for those who have Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah,
it might be a very handy pickup. Because I don't think he'll play this week.
Trubisky?
Nah.
They put in Chase Daniel.
You have to.
Yeah, he's looking terrible, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's the future hold for Trubisky? Is he?
You can't. I don't know. What do you do with him?
Is that it?
Well,
if you watch him play, terrible.
Yep.
Just terrible.
Well,
I think the balls he misses are just appalling.
See, that's the thing. Bears fans are watching him play.
And when you think that they moved up to get him over...
How much they gave up as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Holmes and Watson.
Yeah.
That hurts. You don't want to think about that.
Like if you think about, okay, we're picking wherever and, the Mahomes and Deshaun's gone and, okay, we'll take the next quarterback. That's you go, okay, well, that was our lot in life.
Yep. That must hurt.
Yeah.
Oh. That must really
Mate, you've moved into the two-rack mansion and you thought, hey, look how good my house is, and got all your friends around you shouting off, and 2 weeks later you're pulling the thing down because it's got goddamn turbines.
And that's the thing. Like his contract will be getting paid like whatever it was. He was the number 2 selection.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. So
Yes. Yeah, it'll be big.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just cut bait. Like, do you bring somebody in to compete?
Well, yeah, they need. Yeah.
Well, they could always do like Cards did with Rosen.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, they cut bait on Rosen fast, didn't they? One
Yeah,
year.
just because they brought in a a different head coach with a different philosophy.
Philosophy.
Thank you. And it's just we need a quarterback that I'm going to build, which you should do. Get a quarterback, and you build the offense around
Correct.
the quarterback, as the Ravens are doing.
But that's the weird thing with Chicago is that you could argue that that's actually the last piece that they need because their defense
True.
is good.
Yeah.
Robinson's a decent wide receiver. Cohen's okay as a passing option outside the backfield.
Yep.
Montgomery,
They need a running back.
not sold on Montgomery.
Not yet.
Really?
I wasn't sold when he came out.
Yeah, but they're not really using him.
Mate, it's great. It's great to get into open space, but if you run another 5 meters and someone 20 meters behind you runs you down that quickly, you're not,
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like he's not that slow, but I'm over, exaggerating the fact. But he wasn't known for his speed in the open space, was he?
No. And, I dare say this is the dilemma for teams like my team, especially. Neil, we were talking about this
I was
before.
just about to say, what if the Chargers took Mitchell Trubisky?
Oh.
What if Rivers wheels the...
Don't spoil what we've got coming up.
Yeah, that's true. We were getting dangerously
Yeah,
close
right,
to
okay.
spoiling mine, so I had to change,
All right.
Change course.
to change the course.
Well, let's go to running back.
So you haven't got any, have you?
Oh, no, I don't. No.
No. Did you do the other?
I've got the list.
Have you done the
I haven't got any. What? Did I do
week
the-
12?
Yes, I did
okay,
that.
You've done
Yeah,
that
yeah,
week
yeah.
12. At least you've done something. Okay, running backs.
Running backs.
Give us a running back. Who have you got? It's a little notepad.
Okay, so setting...
This is reminding me of like Raiders of the Lost Ark. He has that little book he writes everything in.
Yeah.
This is his old man.
Little Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connery?
Is it Sean Connery? He's got the
Yeah.
little book and he writes everything in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Junior. No, I can't do a short.
It's on tonight.
Junior, is it?
Yeah. Last Crusade.
Okay, so I've got sitting Le'Veon Bell.
Is that because he's taking human growth hormone?
Longest rush last week was just 9 yards.
Is that because he's playing the silver and black? Is that why?
Well, and then I'm not sure that he can really be effective in the he just looks shot at the minute. His best chance of being relevant is in the pass game.
And they're
I'm
not playing
sure-
that.
Yeah.
No.
I don't understand that. I don't understand how Gase doesn't go and watch Pittsburgh and go, well, I wonder how we can use this guy. Maybe if, wait, I know you get caught up in your own little world when you're coaching, you're just worrying about the team you're playing next week and, so you don't play the Steelers or whatever. But don't you just sort of go and have a look and go, I wonder how they used him. Like he's cranked up all these yards. Let's just go and have a look. Oh,
That's
geez,
because,
he's quite useful in the pass game.
Gee, that's because, and it's not news to anybody, but Adam Gase is shit.
He's not great.
That's why.
He's not great.
He's terrible. And I think that I really liked him. Maybe he's just one of these guys that is a good OC, but just sucks as a head coach.
Quite possibly.
But I mean, even then, if we're saying he's a good
But
OC.
he's a good OC. He should know how to use Le'Veon Bell.
I know, but I mean, Freddie Kitchens apparently is a good OC.
And I think he should be. I think the main thing with Bell is that they should be throwing to him more, and he should be like the dump off guy for Ganley.
For Ganley.
Hey, Chris, you got a gig, dude.
The dump off guy for Darnold. So,
Yes, he should.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, you signed the guy, so you want to be using him. And it's like Bill Belichick. The Patriots don't sign a guy and not use them in a fashion that they've signed them for.
Yeah.
You know what? So you sign a guy like Lev Bell, as you said, G. You look at how he was used at the Steelers. Yeah, you've got the roadmap.
Yes.
You just do that.
Yep.
Do that, win games. It's easy.
It probably helps the fact that you've got a quarterback that people are a little bit nervous about. And they don't have that in New York, New Jersey at the moment, do they?
No.
Yeah.
So
There's probably a few parents out there that worry that he might pass on mono to one of the daughters, but outside of that, not too nervous about anything else. He was all right last week though.
Donald.
Hmm.
Yeah.
no ghosts
Absolutely.
last week.
No ghost, no. He's had them all. He did that.
Exercise.
Yeah, he did that thing out of who's the dude? Out of what's a baseball movie? He's got the little temple in it.
Major
Major League. Yeah, he's got the little doll in there.
Yeah.
He had him come over.
That's very
Sort
good.
it right out.
Dave says Gase is out the door. Yeah, we agree,
Mm.
Yeah.
Dave.
So the
in
was Kalen Balazs from Miami
Wow.
because they really Walton, who was the only other running back they had.
He's in jail.
re-
About
he
to be.
actually, so I actually,
What?
so he
Yes.
got released. He got caught for a domestic violence, was arrested, and then
When
ran.
did this happen?
This morning, I saw he's run from the cops.
You're joking.
Nah, so he's actually, I think he's currently on the run.
So I can
He's
cut
on the
him.
lamb.
So I can cut him.
I
I
think
can cut him
it's
from
safe.
the team. Okay.
It's safe to cut him.
Shit.
And this is no laughing matter, but honestly, I
No,
saw
I'm
the
not.
headline
I'm
that
not. No, I'm not laughing about
He-
what he's done.
He
I'm
beat
just
up
the
his
fact-
pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
What's
It's
wrong?
like,
what's the hell
dude.
wrong with these people?
So
Seriously, no.
It's
Seriously,
ridiculous.
Dolphins aren't great.
no.
That's not.
Who else-
that's
who else
not
is there?
news.
Oh, JJ just
No-
got picked
no
up
one,
by.
because they traded Drake.
Yep.
They've cut Walton.
But Kalen Ballard's is no good anyway. Mate,
Yeah, but they've got to
Saquon Barkley
they've got
went
to
for
do
like
something.
13 yards for 13 carries for 1 yard. I reckon that's going to outdo Kalen Ballard.
Well, and the
I
Browns.
think Kalen
so
Ballard
the-
might have like 20 carries for
they're
1
playing
yard.
The Browns.
Yeah.
No Garrett.
Yep.
Another couple of injuries as well on their defense.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Yeah. He might trip and stumble, and there's his 2 yards. Okay. I'll give you that. You're a guest, but doesn't
Maybe
have to
it's-
treat you well.
Look, every dog has his day, and maybe this is
Yeah,
Kalen
it could be
Ballage's
his
day
Yeah. He gets the bone.
because he's a dog.
He gets the bone.
He's
Hey.
he's hot trash.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay. Mine out this week.
Yep.
See, bring the big ones, mate.
Okay.
Saquon Barkley,
oh, get out of town, really?
who's the number 7 running back this week. But I think if you go and have a look on like
At
scoring
Chicago.
scoring wise,
Hmm.
he's down there.
Oh yeah, because I think he only got like
He got the-
19 yards.
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
Trade him.
Oh,
Trade.
he only got 1 yard on 13 carries last week.
Wow.
1 yard.
One.
Isn't that unbelievable? He hasn't been the same basically since he came back from the high ankle sprain.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's up against Chicago this week, at number 23 in the season against running backs, which is not great, but in the last 4 weeks, they've dropped that down to number 18.
Yep.
As I said, he just hasn't been the same since the high ankle sprain. There's got to come a point in the season, though, isn't there, that the Giants just say, well, we've only won 2 games. Let's just he's
Put him on
already
ice,
come
So
out.
shut him down.
Yeah, he's already said, I want to keep playing and keep seeing out the season. But there comes a point where it's just like, mate, let's just start next year fresh.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll work on the offensive line. I don't know if they really need to get a receiver. They need to get something going there.
Mm.
And it gives, Daniel Jones a whole off season as the
Yeah, they haven't
starting
ever had-
quarterback.
I don't think they've had Shepard, Titan, Slayton.
Probably not
all
on the
start
field at the same time. No.
So
And
that's actually not a bad 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's great. And then you put Golden Tate in there if you
Yeah.
just keep him around for next year as
and
well.
Saquon and
Yep.
yeah, and
Evan Ingram.
Ingram, yeah.
Yeah.
And they've probably got to give Daniel Jones a crack with all of them. So yeah, get up high, get some
For sure.
defensive line help.
Yep.
For sure. Look, he's only had 1 rushing TD in the last 4 weeks. He's had 1 receiving TD. He had the good week in week 8 since he's been back against Detroit. He had 64 on the ground and 79 and 1 receiving touchdown. In week 9, he averaged 2 yards per carry against Dallas. Week 10, he had 1 yard for 13 carries. And look, the Bears really, mate, they're under the pump from their own fans, aren't they? The fans are pretty much like, here we go, another typical Bears season. a bit of bashing there. So they really got to play well at home this week. So I think they're really gonna just and one person you want to shut down just to prove is Barkley, isn't it? Let's just not let him beat us.
You and me are the trade kings. The ones that are
We
always
are.
happy-
We're doing trades.
the
Yeah.
ones that are always happy to talk. So let's put a hypothetical out there. So you're sitting there. You're not. You're. You've got Barkley in a redraft league.
In a redraft league.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're on the fringes of the whatever the playoffs are.
So okay.
Someone comes to you that's higher up.
Yep.
What are you taking for Barkley?
Mate, if you could get, it depends on what your team looks like, but if you could get a good wide receiver and a good running back, it depends if you're tight end Premier League, you might need a tight end. If you could get like a decent running back and a good player at another position, mate, I'd probably be going. I'm based on what I've watched him play. Mate, you're definitely gonna cut that on a given week. And if New York turn around and go and they lose again this week and they go, look, it's not worth it.
What about Chris Carson and Chris Godwin?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
What about
In a redraft league?
Yeah, redraft.
Like
what
if it all goes to the shit, who cares?
Amari Cooper?
You're back in there next week.
Probably worth it on his
on his own. Oh hell yeah.
Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah,
yes.
gone. Jeez.
Yes.
Okay, what
Maybe go a
about
bit further down the list.
Kenny Galladay, Joe Mixon?
If you need a wide receiver and a running back,
you'd probably do it.
Yeah.
But you
I think if you get like a running back to sort of just come in, and if you get a tight end, because a decent tight end, because there's not too many of them floating around.
Cortland Sutton, Miles Sanders.
Well, that's a bit tougher. I think Miles Sanders is he's sort of in the same ballpark at the moment.
I'm just going down the list. I'm just seeing where your limit is.
That would be about my limit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that, I don't think.
No.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, that's a fair question, especially in redraft where you're not worried about hanging on to him for future years.
There's a point in redraft if you have him, and like you said, that you're sort of like on the fringe, you need to do something and make something happen. Well, yeah,
he's someone up
like
higher.
you tell me who else in the echelon of running backs at the moment that you're going to get rid of. Like at the moment, Barkley's running on the name Barkley at the moment, which is quite weird to say because it's only his second year and we've seen what he can do. But it's just not happening for him at the moment.
No, fair call.
Okay, wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Neil, you can fire away. Who are you pulling out of the top? Do we usually do top
Is that going
24?
Is that in?
Yeah, that's in.
Top 24, G?
I spoke about him about 6 weeks ago on this pod. Maybe longer. I said, go and grab him.
Who's that?
No, we'll wait.
So the other two that I had for run.
This is how good. This is why I did so well at school. See how quickly I could look across and read your homework.
The other ones that I had, the other in and out I had for running back. We won't go into.
Yeah, please.
Depth,
yeah, go.
Please do.
I had Gurley out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he's actually 14, so he's within the thing. And then Kareem Hunt in for the same reason.
Yep.
That if you're playing Miami, you could actually do a more 50-50 split between Hunt and Chubb.
Yeah.
So Hunt would actually, because he's on the edge. He's 25.
Yep.
Yeah, he's more likely to go up. Anyway, wide receiver.
Yes.
Mitch Robinson. Just simply for the fact that if Trubisky starts, you can't really rely on him.
I didn't put my in. I didn't do my in.
Didn't you?
No,
you didn't.
No, I didn't do my in. I just quickly do my. Now this is a flex spot sort of running back 3 this week. Latavius Murray
Okay.
against the Panthers.
Yeah, he's got value, Latavius, for sure.
Yeah, in the last 4 weeks alone, I can tell you right now, Kamara he's going to go absolutely off this week. So if you have Kamara on your team, sit back and mate,
Happy days.
Happy days. But in the last 4 weeks alone, the Panthers have given up an average of 35.7 fantasy points. They've given up 504 yards and 9 touchdowns to running backs.
Gee.
Now they have been good against receiving backs, so that might work against Kamara, but mate, he's going to get carries anyway. But in the last 2 weeks since Kamara's return, him and Murray have been splitting the carries 17 Kamara, 15 to Latavius. Now,
Yep.
if you're going to have a look at Latavius Murray's year, like when Kamara's was in the team, he gets like 6 carries, 8 carry, whatever to
Yes.
spell, and he doesn't really get going. But when those 2 big weeks, the weeks that Kamara was out, he had the 2 big
Yeah,
weeks.
he's a monster.
He's getting
Yeah.
big. He's getting like 20 carries a game because that's what he needs. He needs, like a lot of running backs, they'll get you this, and then boom, on the the 14th carry, away they go. They hit the home run from 70 yards
They
out
do
or
use
60 yards.
Latavius Murray a lot closer to the line as
Yeah.
well.
So
Murray gets them. Kamara gets them 60 yards down the field, and then
yes,
Murray just slips in.
so that was my in. So sorry, back to your
Yeah, so
your 2 were
the outs for the wide receivers, Robinson, just simply because can't trust them starting Mitchell. Plus,
But-
he let me
what-
down last week.
so.
So-
did I trade you? Is that the trade we did? I think it is.
Yeah, I
sorry.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But
No,
he was never. I think that was just the piece to get me over the line rather than.
But
Was it?
Did you give
A-Rob,
me Sanders as well?
I did
Look
give you
at-
Sanders.
look at A-Rob's numbers
I'm-
with
I'm-
Trubisky, though.
Pretty nice guy. Oh, like a fair trade.
A-Rob is the
What
A-Rob.
did I get? Did I get Lev Bell?
You got Terry McLaurin. Oh no, that was the other
That
one.
was the other league.
That was
we did
Mayfield
trade.
for McLaurin.
Yeah,
I reckon
that-
that's
that-
worked out better for me.
Yeah, it has, but I didn't need him, so I need receivers.
A-Rob's done all right, though.
He has.
Surprisingly.
he has.
Imagine if he had an actual quarterback.
Yeah, and look, I think Chase Daniels will start this week.
Yeah.
So I had him out, and I had Gallup out as well. Just he had a big game last week, but I linked it in with my sitting Dak theory. Plus, I reckon, I doubt Gallup's going to go 2 huge weeks in a row.
Oof, so we're really sticking it to the Cowboys this week
Hmm.
because my out is Amari Cooper.
Ooh. So the whole wide receiver core in effect.
Oh, mate, you're at
Randall Cobb is going to have a
mate,
day.
you're at New England.
Hey?
Who they playing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, New England. You looked at me like, oh my god, have I got my weeks wrong?
Well, they're
there?
going to
No,
shut
no.
down Amari,
Yep.
and they'll shut down Dak.
Yep.
They'll cover his ass. And Randall Cobb conquers the world.
Mate, quite possibly.
He could.
But you look, mate, the Pats in the last 4 weeks have only given up 268 yards
Wow.
in 4 games. Is there a
That's-
buy in there? Do they have a buy? They might have a buy in there.
That's insane.
I don't care if they had a buy.
Yeah,
Just say
they've had
3.
their bye.
Say 3 games. I don't care. Like 268 yards total, 0 touchdowns. That is just, mate. That secondary is seriously legit.
Ganley must have gone to sleep because he'd be crowing about
He
this.
would be, and he made every right to.
They had their bye
every
the
right
week
to.
after they lost to the Ravens.
That's right. Yeah. So in the last 3 weeks since the bye, Cooper's had 268 yards and 2 TDs. But last week he sort of had his second finish outside the top 34 wide receivers
Okay.
up against Darius Slay. And this week he gets Stephon Gilmore, who's ranked the 4th toughest corner matchup in the NFL at the moment.
Wow.
And opposite him, the number 1 is his teammate, JC Jackson. So, mate, and they're only giving up 48% catch rate and an average of only 5 yards a target.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
It's a hard week.
He's
to-
in the same boat as
Yeah.
Dak. Like if you've got him, you're probably starting him
Yeah.
anyway. But you'd be.
It's
nervous.
hard to, isn't it?
Mm.
Like you have to because you will because of who they are, but it's expectations as well. So who's your ins?
So this is I'll start with the one that I like more.
Yep.
And then you can
Okay.
get on your high horse and crow about the other one. So Marvin Jones from Detroit.
Who they up against?
Uh,
Research.
I've done research for this one.
Okay.
So last week he led even with Driscoll as the quarterback, he led the Lions in targets, 10.8 yards.
Underrated.
10
Seriously
point-
underrated.
10.8 yards per catch. And he's pulling off some pretty
The dude's got talent,
high
mate.
catches.
Yeah, mate. The dude's got talent. Like
Caliber
we say
catches.
he's underrated every year. And a lot of people say that he's underrated. So when does a person that's underrated get talked about it all the time become rated?
Rated. That's right. Hey Ben, how you doing?
But it is like that, isn't it? In
It
a
is.
way, like he is. Like you talk about him as underrated, so he must be rated because you keep saying he's underrated, but he's still underrated.
Yeah.
Like you don't. It's like when you do your drafts and that every year he's like, round 7, someone will pick him up.
It's a bit like that with all the Detroit Lions. Though. Stafford's always been
Yep.
in that kind of top 15 quarterback area.
Kenny
and-
Golladay though, he's what? Where's he going? 4th, 3rd, late 3rd, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Earlier than that.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say be early. Maybe
Early?
around there. Yeah.
Neil said he'd be around there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just Ben.
And
just-
then
How do I turn on subtitles for Neil?
that's
Oh,
a little
that's-
harsh.
That's harsh, but I like it.
and then the other in that I had was Debo Samuel.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I spoke about. It was just the same. I spoke
isn't
about
he
him
looking
about,
good?
Leads
Don't
the
get
snap
it.
share.
You can
for the
just
40
you can
liners.
just tell the way that he plays that Shanahan is eventually going to use him.
leads the snap share, leads the catches,
Yep.
leads the targets, leads the receiving yards.
I got a question for you. What about Dante Pettis?
Out there on the waiver wires
Yeah.
and every
He just told you. Did you not listen?
Yes, I know, but
That's
what I'm
why.
saying
That's
is,
why he's out there on the waiver wire because of him.
so I'm saying, has Debo played Dante Pettis out of a job? G.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting, isn't it? We'll put
Something's gone on.
Will Pettis get a shot somewhere else? Do you think?
I think is he just going to be one of these guys that sort of gets a gig and just floats around the NFL because he's got this talent, but
Yeah,
just
he's-
never
Yeah.
like.
Like a slot receiver somewhere.
Who else? Who else is sort of similar to that? Who's someone who just sort of floats around the league and has been to a few clubs, but he keeps getting a gig, and there'd be a few of them
Kenny
out there.
Stills?
Mm.
Kenny, that's a good point.
Yep.
Yeah. But Kenny Stills is sort of
He's
an
actually
average
done,
guy.
yeah, but he's done probably a little bit more, obviously, at the moment than Dante Pettis. But,
Yeah, I know.
but it's a bit disappointing. Bit
It
disappointing
is
with
disappointing.
Pettis.
It is disappointing.
I think something's gone on, and he got in the bad books with Shanahan, and
And
and then Debo Samuel comes along. Who, mate, you saw the talent.
Hmm.
He was injured a bit
Yeah.
in his college days, but you could see that if he got right,
Yeah.
mate, the dude's explosive.
Yeah. My
and
word.
you
I'm
think
saying now.
if Kittle isn't back, and
Please be back this week. I need him to be
me
back this
too.
week.
but if he's not, then that's more targets. Devontae Parker, that is a good one. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Devontae Parker. Yeah.
Okay, my wide receivers.
Wide receivers, G.
I got him here somewhere, mate. I swear to God, I brought him. Here we go. Oh, I said, yeah, Amari in. DK Metcalf. Up against Philly this week. So Metcalf's the number 29 receiver this week on the Fantasy Pros PPR rankings.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 2 weeks, he's had 19 targets, 193 yards, 1 TD. Philly on the season versus wide receivers, 26, which I thought, that's good. That's a great matchup. And then I looked at the last 4 weeks, and I thought maybe this is not the best person to go with. They've gone to number 5. So they've gone from giving up 38 fantasy, almost 40 fantasy points a game to wide receivers down to 25.
So you're talking yourself and
Well,
out of this in the period.
no, only from the point of view is that he's had 9 targets. So you want a guy that's getting targets. He's had at least 9 targets through the last 4 games. And okay, you've got the injury to Tyler Lockett. So he looks like he's going to play, but who knows what type of role he's going to play. We've got Josh Gordon now, who's sort of brought into the role last week. Had a couple of really good catches. Like I think, to move the chains, really important. Yeah, really important catches. And people are saying, I read a few places this week that's going to hurt Metcalf. Oh, look, I'm not a believer just because someone a good receiver or whatever comes. Running back's a little bit different because they actually do take carries away. You don't have two guys,
No.
But with wide receivers, having another good wide receiver on the team doesn't exactly mean that
It can
it
help.
hurts. Yeah,
can
and he
help.
might take a target. Yeah, but it can help. Yeah, he can open up space. We're going to worry more about Josh Gordon being on there, which allows DK Metcalf. And let me tell you, he's been worth what they, to go and get him.
Yes, he has.
Mate, the guy has got speed. We all knew he had speed for a big guy, but he's been running a lot of different doing a few things at the moment. A lot of few things.
This is
Doesn't
not
make
an
any sense.
original. This is not an original thought at all. I think it was Mike Florio who said this. G. We both listened to Mike Florio, but he said Mike Tyson. A lot of people said Mike Tyson only had 2 punches. Was all he needed.
Yeah. What
That
were his
was all
2
he
punches? But he had a great uppercut.
Yeah,
And then the one that knocks you out.
Yeah.
yeah.
uppercut followed by a cross. You're in a world of pain,
That's
mate.
all he needed.
Mate, just enough to pop your head up, bang, off it goes. But this week you'll probably see Ronald Darby. Ronald Darby hasn't allowed more than 34-yard reception in the last 2 seasons.
I was going to say Ronald Darby's good.
Yeah. I reckon that might change this week. It's got a
Okay.
feeling. I've been really I wasn't a big DK Metcalf coming out,
No.
but mate, I've been really impressed. Very impressed.
Yep.
Not that he's out there to try and impress me, but I'm just giving my opinion.
People, draft nicks say he's only a one-trick pony. It's a pretty good damn trick.
Yeah, if you got a good trick.
Then what's
Yeah.
the problem? Is Tyreek Hill a one-trick pony?
Usain Bolt's got one trick.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
You don't see him doing the hurdles.
I was going to say, how many tricks do you need to
Exactly. He only needs one. He needs
It's all
one
over
good
in
one.
10 seconds.
Yeah, he's just DK Metcalf. Oh, he's got 2. He can catch a ball and he can run.
I tell you, as the athletic specimens
And man,
we
look at his
are,
quarterback. Look at his quarterback.
we'd
Like,
settle for one trick,
please.
wouldn't we?
How good is his quarterback?
I'd settle for a trick.
I'd settle for one of DK Metcalf's abs.
Mate, my trick.
Oh,
You don't need
Mate.
all of them, just one ab.
Usually the tricks I get usually cost me about $250 an hour.
moving along. On that note, it's a good segue to tight end.
Tight end. Fight. Who have you got? Who's our out? The top 12.
Olsen, Greg Olsen.
Is he in the top 12?
He was
You
six.
sure? He's number 6.
Is he
You sure?
at
AJ?
New Orleans?
Is he
I've
in there?
got him on number 5, but I did half.
Oh, that's
PPR.
why he's in there.
He's
Yeah.
even higher.
Okay.
So he has been good the last 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
but I think again that Saints defense, the young quarterback that Carolina have, he's been his security blanket. I think Sean Payton again recognizes that, takes it away, forces him to go a bit wider, a bit more aerial,
Yep.
and Olsen just doesn't put up anything.
He
more
put up.
than
He put up.
maybe-
He put. And Allen puts out some bad balls last.
I know.
week.
Can I just say, and because
That's
I want
that
to
was
know
it. That was the end of him being like
somebody.
Yeah.
the savior, the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah. And on that note, listening to national media, I hear all these people saying, "Oh, Kyle Allen's not sort of panning out. The Panthers are going to go and draft a quarterback next year and let Cam go because of the cap and all this sort of stuff." Nobody's talking about Will Grier. They drafted that dude quite high. What was it? Was it like 2nd, 3rd round or something? 3rd, maybe? Ganley, if you're still there.
Sat in my taxi squad in one league.
yeah.
No, seriously.
He's sitting on taxi
He's
squad in
sitting
everybody's
there.
league. Everybody picked him up.
They are just quietly letting that guy mature, develop, etc. And I think he's going to get a shot. It makes perfect sense. They drafted him for a reason. They drafted him high. I just can't remember where they
Exactly. Drafted him.
actually picked him. Yeah. So anyway, I'll come back to that. So losing my train of thought, but yeah, nobody's mentioning Will Grier. It's the strangest thing. Will Grier looks good too. Well, he did come on tape. You liked him, G, didn't you?
He's okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's okay.
it's okay.
I'll say he's really good when he does well. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, I was on him. I was on him.
Here's my boy.
He's the new
Right.
Preston Williams.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you?
Mate, I've got Preston Williams. I was firmly hitching my wagon to your train on the Preston
Yes.
Williams thing.
There you
but
go.
I
Oh, I
acknowledge it
wasn't. I
was
wasn't
your
letting you
train.
down either, was I?
No, not until he did his
Yeah.
MCL or whatever it was he did.
He's all right.
That's all right.
Just getting ready for next year.
Yeah,
He'll be
that's
fine.
right.
He'll be fine
Um,
until they trade him.
So
There you go. Martin says 3rd round pick.
Third.
You don't use the 3rd round pick just onto some dude you don't care about. I mean, that's a fair investment. 3rd round. So yeah. Anyway,
Well,
I reckon watch
the Bears did that on the quarterback a couple of years ago.
100th pick. Gandley says. See, 3rd round, 100th pick.
All right, and you're in.
Mhm. So similar to, so you were sitting Aaron Rodgers,
Mm,
and I don't mind that because
Thank you.
they focus on the run game.
Yes.
It's been good.
Yes.
Scantling and Allison and Devontae Adams hasn't had a great year, so not.
Hmm? You're not looking at his numbers. Have you seen what he does when he's actually on the park?
Yeah, but I mean,
Oof.
he hasn't been. He's how many games has he missed?
Well, he's
3?
missed a few games, but the games he's been in, I
Yeah.
think he's only been under 100 yards maybe once.
But he's not been out there all the time.
No, he hasn't been
Right.
out there because he's been injured. It's pretty
Yeah.
hard to be out there when you're injured. But when he's out there, he's been good.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
So Rodgers needs someone.
It's going to pull you up. If your facts are got holes in
needs
them.
Someone to throw to.
Yes.
Because Debo Samuel's going to be scoring 3 touchdowns.
he could be doing that, yes.
So he's going to need someone to throw to. He needs an experienced head.
Yep.
He needs Jimmy Graham to just jump up,
Really?
catch a couple in the end zone, basketball
Jimmy
style.
Graham.
He's become 90% of
Touchdown.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah. But,
He caught a ball the other week and took off. And I'm thinking, damn, man, this is not the guy I remember.
But he is very much like he's a good bet for a touchdown every
Yeah, he
week.
could be. Oh, but mate, Rogers looks at him all the time when
Yeah.
they get down there.
Yeah.
He gives him, if they've got a couple of shots, one of them's going to Jimmy Graham. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
And he was 17.
And that's all you need. You know, as a tight end, to put him in there, if you get a touchdown out of a tight end, and we've seen tight ends be in the top 10 and get like one catch, one touchdown, and because everybody else sucks,
Bingo.
yeah, they've been
Yeah.
scoring.
So
Okay, we've got to get a move on. I would
Yes.
just quickly out. Noah Fant. Mate, where's Noah Fant? I can't believe he's even. Where is he?
I've got him at 12 on mine.
Oh, I saw him. He's a little bit higher in full PPR.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's coming off 2 good weeks of 115 on 3 receptions, 1 touchdown versus a Brown, and 60 yards on 11 receptions
Wow.
at Minnesota.
That's a lot.
But mate, he's playing against Buffalo.
Yep.
And not only is he playing against Buffalo, but mate, Buffalo at home are again a different team.
Tatanka.
Sorry,
Buffalo. Tatanka. Tatanka.
do you know what he's talking
It's a
about?
Dances with
Cowboys
Wolves.
and Indians.
It's a Dances with Wolves reference. Go on.
I saw that movie. I don't remember that.
No cars in it.
no. So in the Buffalo are only averaging 5 fantasy points on the season to tight ends.
Really?
And this week he'll be up against Micah Hyde. And he is shut down, mate. I actually put in reference Micah Hyde to Rudy Gobert. Just like
What?
he led the league last year in, what do they call it?
Blocks.
Yeah, blocks. So I just,
Oh,
rejections.
right. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what he does?
Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh,
thing
yeah,
or what?
yeah.
Oh, my son bought his sneakers. He's got these orange. I just call him Matombo. I got no idea what his name is.
Yeah.
He bought,
Antetokounmpo.
yeah. Every week I keep talking about my son's buying bloody basketball shoes. But so he's a bit like that. None of that crap's
Yeah.
happening
Can I
on
tell
my
you,
watch.
Neil,
so that's
you-
happening to Noah Fant this week. Hey, just quickly, am I in? Is it Ross? How do you pronounce his last name?
Oh.
Dwelly?
I think so. What? Is he
He's
an
number
in?
22. He's my in.
Get
Up
out.
against Green Bay.
This is surely
Mate,
on the proviso that George Kittle doesn't.
yes, on the preside that Kittle doesn't play. Mate,
Kittle's
he's done it,
playing.
mate. He's had 4, 7, and 5 targets in the last 3 weeks. So he's getting a couple of looks. 2 TDs last week on 14 yards. There we go. You just need a tight end that can catch a ball in the end zone inside the 10,
One that's breathing.
and happy days. So, mate, yeah, as long as Kittle's inactive, mate, he ran routes on 72.7% of Jimmy Garoppolo's dropbacks last week. So he's running the routes. So if he gets open and Jimmy sees him,
Yeah.
and if he can hit him with the ball,
Yes.
Well,
yeah,
that's
mate,
the thing as well, because Braid is injured.
Yep.
and so the tight end isn't having to block as much because they're having to throw more.
Yep.
So
What's up with OJ Howard? They're just Bruce Arians not like him.
Why have we
What are we
swapped? Why have we
talking about,
swapped?
OJ
Why have we
Howard?
swapped teams?
Have we swapped teams?
Yeah. Because Dwelly plays for the 49ers.
I thought we were talking about Cameron Braid for a second.
Dude, what did you put in that drink that you gave
Okay.
him?
All
So
right,
the Packers
never
are
mind.
allowing 12.1 fantasy points to tight ends, which is, and that's on the season, okay, which
Yeah.
is the fourth worst. In the last 5 weeks, that has blown out to 20 fantasy points per game. What's in that stuff, mate?
No, I
You
finished
gotta,
it.
you gotta stop drinking, dude. All right, let's move on. So there we go.
Can I just quickly say? So we had at school we had our Year 12 valedictory dinner. You know, all the parents and teachers and students go. You would have gone to
Yeah, I went to my daughter's.
daughter's valedictory dinner. So in Year 12, I won't mention the school. In Year 12, Izzy Anstey, Chris Anstey's daughter,
Mm-hmm.
did Year 12 with us this
Well, who's
year.
a basketball player? for
Chris
those who
Anstey,
don't
you know Chris Anstey.
Yeah.
So he was there, and so you have this.
How tall is he?
So there's this big crowd in the foyer, right?
This is what you get.
He's a full foot easy.
Oh, yeah.
higher than he's a full foot higher than anybody. Like you could easily spot him.
He's a basketball player.
And his wife is quite tall as well. I don't know if she's
How tall is his
professional
daughter?
Athlete. Very tall.
So
Taller than
this
me.
is year 12, right?
Yeah,
Correct?
yes.
Okay.
She's
Taller than him. Look at him. It's not hard.
I'm 5'7", but yeah, taller than me.
Yeah.
But she is in the Australian women's, I think, junior
Okay.
basketball team.
Yep.
But anyway, just wanted to say that. What did Ganley say here?
Don't know why you got onto that subject because I brought up.
To AJ.
as good.
So AJ, exactly. Okay, so let's move on to our week 12.
Oh,
Have you got something for us?
yeah, maybe.
Oh, preparation.
Oh no, mate. Yeah, but it takes him look, it's taking him 5 minutes to find it now.
I'm getting a swirly.
Okay, that's enough. We're going to get on to this. It's an hour 6.
I'll just put it down like this.
Very good. So this week for week 12, we've got our 12 plays of Christmas. I know we're a little bit early, but we had to use the 12 somehow.
Yep.
So let's face it, mate. You buy Christmas trees and Christmas decorations like 2 months ago.
Someone
Oh.
wished me happy Christmas in an email today.
Oh, bullshit.
No.
They did
Yeah.
not.
And I said to my 2 staff, I said, I need a ruling here. I need
No, that's
like, at
out.
what point
Not
is it?
not live till the 1st of December. You know, even then it's like my Christmas tree goes up not until the 1st of December.
Correct. Chrissy lights are out already.
They are not.
Some people,
Really?
yeah, it's like that's way too early.
That's
You've
ridiculous.
gone too early.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the object of the 12 plays of Christmas this week is we've been given 4 plays each.
Yep.
To make up the 12. That's correct, isn't it? 3
Yep.
times 4 is 12.
Yes.
Okay, so AJ is going to do 4 IDP guys.
I
You
am.
You can do
Is he?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. Because
Wow.
otherwise we're going to get 12 IDP players and 12 offensive players. And we don't want that.
So I did it one of each position as well.
You can so did I.
Oh,
You can you can go any way you want. So the idea is to take a player. It's a bit like pinching out of someone's stocking and stick it into somebody else's stocking. So they're going to be very happy when they wake up on Christmas morning and find this player in their team stocking.
Yes.
I wonder
Okay.
if we've picked any of the same.
We could have, quite possibly. Mine are very intelligent picks. I don't know how yours go. We'll soon find out. So if they're not the same as mine, well, maybe not as, you know. Okay, so we'll let you go. So the first player that's moving, you're going to grab from one team. And we're going to be in the realm of,
Yeah.
you know, we're not going to go and grab who we're going to grab.
Okay,
Like,
so-
give me someone who's not going to, we're not going to get Patty Mahomes
No.
and
Oh,
go
no.
stick him on another offense. It's just not how it works.
So I'll go with the Homer pick.
Mm-hmm.
So looking at the Raiders, didn't have a great, obviously, a lot of stock was put into Antonio Brown as our wide receiver number 1. Tyrell Williams there as number 2.
Yeah.
So we've overperformed so far this year. I think
Can I
it's
just say
safe to
about the Antonio Brown thing? Like, mate, how often does someone do what he did? Oh, I'm happy to get out and go. It's great to go at the Patriots because they keep winning. But, But the Raiders have been really good.
Yeah.
So we've overperformed, but I think when you, especially because we've got a few extra draft picks this year from the Khalil Mack trade still. So I think we can use the draft picks on young players somewhere. Let's go out and get a good wide receiver that can be a deep threat.
Oh, yep. I'm liking this.
Robbie Anderson from the Jets.
I did look at Robbie Anderson as one of my guys.
So the
I
Jets
couldn't
aren't
figure out where to put him though.
Jets aren't gonna why
I
the
like
Jets
the
are gonna
pick.
be in another rebuild because they're gonna have another coach because Gase is gone.
Yep.
Another rebuild. The
Why?
rebuild hasn't
Move
ended.
Robbie Anderson is good. Robbie Anderson isn't like a regular, like he's a big play wide receiver.
He's who we
anyway.
spoke about. He's one of these guys that you
Yeah.
go like, do I play him this week or do I not?
And that's what the Raiders need. They need that big play wide receiver. Robbie
Yeah.
Anderson to the Raiders.
I like that. I do like that. I did actually look at Robbie Anderson as one of my picks, but I couldn't figure out where the hell am I going to put him.
Yeah.
I like the Raiders. I tell you, can Derek Carr get him the ball?
Well, I said this to AJ. It's an even year this year because
Is Derek Carr actually going to be the quarterback there
Yeah.
next year?
exactly. I guess it depends where the picks end up going, and if
Yep.
And that's the other thing. Like, it's not the Christmas. The 10 days of Christmas could be the person that ends up
10
with the-
days.
or 12 days of Christmas. Sorry, could be the team that ends up with the draft pick that Tui Tagovailoa or
Keep
however
that going,
you
AJ. I like a little bit of background
pronounce
music.
his name
Yep.
falls to.
Yep.
Because he's not going to go one now with his hip.
Yep.
So how far will he fall?
Yep.
And who needs to go up in the draft to get him?
Yep.
Maybe Gruden gets him somewhere.
Mate, Gruden will like
somehow.
to get his own guy. There's no
Mm.
doubt. There is no doubt. I like it. AJ, who have you got?
Oh, me?
Yes,
Okay.
please. This is
Oh,
this is the only seat.
IDP.
Well, yeah, mate. Well, let's swing it around.
Neil, you're going to give me a big sloppy kiss after this. Let's go and grab what do the Raiders need? What do the silver and black need?
Pass
And I'm
rush.
obviously looking at defense.
Mate, they're getting a lot of
No,
plays.
I don't think they actually need a pass rusher. Max Crosby looks fantastic. Cleveland Farrell, Jonathan Abram, they got in the secondary injured, obviously.
Their
But he
linebackers.
looks good.
Linebackers. have we
Yes,
got?
they do. Let's grab, and it actually adds a little bit of spice in conference. Let's grab
Deion
Von
Jones.
Miller
Oh,
Oh,
and whack him into the silver and black. How does that sound?
good.
You like that, G?
yeah, well, why?
What do you mean,
Well,
why?
you have to give us a reason. You can't just go and grab him. Is there a reason why?
Because that is all the Raiders need. Their linebackers are hot garbage.
So how many years we got? Is Von Miller got left in him?
Well, not that many, but he provides leadership
Okay.
and he provides pass rush as well as, he'll be amazing in the middle of that defense.
And Denver may as well. He's probably
Yeah, he's time.
1 year past his
Yep.
prime. 2 years past
Yeah,
his
yeah,
prime. So he's on the
you move
he's
to
on the down.
you move to a different team
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you get a
but
little
that's what I mean.
you get a little bit of get up and go
Denver
for at
needs
least
to
half a season.
get him off
Yep.
now if they want anything for him.
Yep.
So
yeah.
I like it.
Martin and Ben agree, linebacker. So there you go, Von Miller.
Okay.
And I reckon, look, he could. That's not beyond the bounds of possibility.
no,
And I think that Mayock and Gruden have shown that they're not afraid to go and sign the big names like the ABs. Von Miller is, by all accounts, the anti-AB. He's a real team guy.
And you're heading off.
Character
you're
guy?
heading off to
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas
They're
in the
gonna
new
want a
stadium.
name.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want a name.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
All right. So what I did is I went and looked at the free agency market.
Oh, really?
So I did mine by players you can actually not that Von Miller, he's perfect, and even Robbie Anderson. I don't know how many years he's got
Robbie
left on his
Anderson will
crank.
be a free agent as
Okay. So I went. AJ Green will be an unrestricted free agent,
Undrafted.
unrestricted free agent at the end of this season, and he's not going to play this year unless they give him a brand new, nice, shiny, big contract to for at least a few more years. He's not going to sign again with it. And why would you anyway? Andy Dalton's gone. You have no idea who's going to be the quarterback. He's 32 years of age. And I'm thinking, mate, there's a few teams out there.
What's that? Is that Siri?
that? So,
Hey Siri,
Siri, quiet.
play
Shut up.
12 Days of Christmas.
Okay, so what I say? Okay, he's probably got a couple of good years left in him. Didn't play this year, so he's a little bit injury ridden as he's obviously getting on. But let's stick him in a team that has to be in the Super Bowl window, like the known Super Bowl window. Okay, the sort of thereabouts. Not a team that you always have a team that sort of comes from nowhere. I'm not looking at those teams. I'm looking at a team that we know can be a contender.
Okay.
Maybe this might not be the year. It could be. But I was thinking if you go and stick him at the San Francisco 49ers.
I like it.
Well, who
I
do
like
they
it.
have? They got Deebo Samuel doing all the stuff underneath. They got a good run game.
George Kittle,
They've got George Kittle.
Dante Pettis.
They got Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
He'll be there for another year.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you got a couple of guys that are a bit old, but when you're in the window, you want guys that can perform.
They just got Jags. The rest are Jags though. Kendrick Bourne.
Yes.
No,
Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
but he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I reckon you go and get him.
Yep.
You stick him in with what they have.
I bet you
I
Ben,
like it.
Ben will pop up in a minute.
He
'Cause
will.
Ben's the worst person and the best person to follow on Twitter because there it is, cap issues. You can guarantee you the man follows the Minnesota Vikings, but he knows more about the cap at the San Francisco 49ers than I guarantee half of
Mate,
their
cap
front
is
office stuff.
mate. You start just cutting guys. You get rid of your Marquise Goodwins. Like, really, what is he going to do for you?
Right.
It's the old, I can't afford this present at Christmas, but I'm going to put it on the credit card and worry about it later.
Sure.
Mate, that's how we all live, isn't it? So I stuck AJ Green in a team that has a Super Bowl window open to them.
Right. So that was the third day of Christmas, G, wasn't it?
It was the
So now we're
third
up to
day,
the fourth day of Christmas.
So mine is probably going to make AJ take the sloppy kiss that he gave me for giving the Raiders a linebacker back because
Who are you stealing?
I think Melvin Gordon is going to lead the Chargers.
Good riddance.
No, he won't. He won't. I'm going to give him somebody and he won't leave.
So I think
He better damn leave.
I think
over him.
you look at the Arizona Cardinals and you think David Johnson's he looks like he's got some injury issues.
He's shot.
David.
Oh, yeah.
So he's still got hopefully he's still got his class, but you probably need to start looking at a bit of a committee.
Mate, he's a better receiver than he's a running back.
You need to
Yeah.
start looking at a bit of a committee situation in Arizona.
Yep.
So is Chase Edmonds.
They've got a rookie quarterback, so they've got a bit of money to spend on the offense, I suppose. Melvin Gordon, committee at Arizona, young wide receiver, young quarterback, speed, quick offense. Melvin Gordon at the Cardinals.
Just
I like it.
bit of a running game, bit of a 3.2 yards a carry sort of guy. That's what
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
And he can
Okay.
split carries with David Johnson. Ease the workload on
So, I don't think they'd keep both. Chase Edmonds would be the guy that you'd be splitting carries with.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe time to move on from.
It's been
David
fun,
Johnson.
Melvin, but see ya. Okay.
Okay, IDP guy, AJ.
Oh, all right. Now I've got no good reason for this. You guys have come up with lots of good cap reasons and free agency and all that sort of stuff. This is just purely kind of like out there.
Fantasy.
Okay. I'm moving Aaron Donald, who's having maybe a little bit of a quiet year.
Oh.
Is that fair?
God forbid, poor Blake. Let's just get rid of him. Let's get rid of him.
World on his shoulders.
Oh,
Well, no, but I think he's going to go to a division where his services are going to be sorely needed by this particular team.
Falcons.
No.
Oh,
So
mate.
he's
He's more past couple of weeks have been doing all right.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's been for the whole season, but mate, we still need pass rushers.
He's going to
We've need
go
pass rushers for like the last 10 years.
to a division where he's going to be up against Ezekiel Elliott 2 times a year, He's going to be up against Barkley 2 times a year. He's going to be up against, this name won't make you shudder so much, but Darius Geist 2 times a year. He's going to go onto a D-line featuring Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham, and Fletcher Cox, and now Aaron Donald for the Philadelphia Eagles. How do you like that?
It's not bad.
That would be the best D-line in the league.
Yeah, but is that going to happen? Is that like in any? I said try and keep it in the realm
of possibility. Sure.
So why
not like Game of Thrones
it's
realm of
obvious
possibility?
Why the Eagles do that? Why are the Rams doing that?
Why are they doing it?
Yeah. Why are they getting rid of him?
That's the only sticking block with me. Why would the Rams get rid of Aaron Donald?
Money? Well, they actually just paid him, didn't they? Like fairly recently.
Yeah, if you're going to get rid of someone for money, you'd cut Jared Goff.
This is what I have to put up with every week. This is what I have to put up with. Yeah. He's no Grady Jarrett. True. That's nice. Thanks, Ben. Okay, Grady Jarrett's good, man. Okay.
Good. Quote unquote.
Okay. I've got a quarterback.
Okay.
There's a few teams out there that might need a quarterback next year. One of them being the team that I'm staring at right now.
Oh, you're not bloody kidding. Yeah.
Wearing the, what is it? Baby blue?
Powder blue.
Oh, powder blue. Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
Powder blue.
Tiffany blue? He'll be unrestricted free agent at the end of the 2020, start of 2021 season. But I think they will actually until last week with what the quarterback throwing 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
But next year, he's got the shoulder. He's off with the foot on IR.
Yep.
And that is Cam Newton.
Yeah.
So his cash earnings next year, his salary next year is only $19,100,000. Now that is not a great deal of money
No.
for a quarterback.
It's not.
Someone who was the MVP. What was it? 4 years ago when they made
Is
to
it
the
that
Super
long
Bowl.
ago?
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
4, I think.
Could be.
Now the big ifs on the shoulder and the foot.
Yeah.
The desire to still play. I figure he's still got the desire to play football.
I think so. I think he's a competitive.
Go to
guy.
the LA Chargers. Now, the LA Chargers need a bit of spice right now because they're actually getting in the propaganda war. They're getting their asses whipped
Oh,
by the Rams.
yeah, they are.
The Rams understand that not only we're getting good players in,
We're going to win the
not
hearts and
that's really
minds.
helping them at the moment.
Yep.
But yeah, they're winning over the fans. They're winning over the younger generations coming up. We live in LA. Who are we going to support? The Chargers, who have they got? Nobody.
Yep.
Who's a quarterback? Phillip Rivers.
Those fickle LA fans who are
Rivers is shot.
sipping margaritas
Mate,
on the beach.
Rivers is I've spoke about this a couple of weeks in the season, didn't we? That his arm
Oh,
he's
yeah.
shot. Now last week, some of the decisions that interception he threw to end the game was I don't know why he was throwing that ball up to
And
that
can I
position.
just say,
When you have Mike Williams on the other side of the field, you threw 2 balls, you threw them up, and he went and got both of them.
yeah, but gee, Mike Williams went and got it. Like it was a lame duck throw. Like it was lucky to be completed.
But that's the thing. He just
That's-
doesn't
that's
have
what-
the zip. in.
No.
He doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. Why are you throwing a ball to your? Who did he throw it to? Was it Eckler who was throwing it to? Was that who was on the right side in the end zone? I think it was Eckler.
Might have been Eckler. Yeah,
Like, why are you throwing it to how tall is Eckler? 5'8"?
something like that. Yeah.
When you got a guy probably on the other side who's out of camera view,
yes.
who's 6 foot 5, has already caught some. He made 2 great catches in that game. Like
Yeah.
go up and get the ball.
Yeah.
And it's just a poor decision.
Hmm.
He's just making some really poor decisions. So I'll just give you. I've got down here. So $19 million. So he ends up at the Chargers.
Yep.
Everybody knows who Cam Newton is.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, boom! You've got a big name. You bring him in. Rivers is gone. Thanks.
Give him time to get healthy
th-
too.
Thanks for your work. Well, you're getting
Yeah.
him next season.
And that's right.
you
That's
take
what I
over.
mean.
You take over the $19.1 million.
That's a different prospect now.
So this is
Healthy
what
Cam
we
Newton.
got. This is the quarterbacks that we got. Okay, at the top we got Jared Goff, and this is his cash earnings. This is his salary. Okay, this
Golf
is
salary.
this is not
sick.
this is not his cap. This is what he's.
Are you using a calculator?
No.
It's got
33 million bucks.
Right.
Oh, hold on. His cash earnings, 31,042,000. Okay, this is what we got.
yeah.
Then we got Matt Ryan, we got Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers. This is going down. Matt Stafford, Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, Jimmy Garoppolo at 25 million, Joe Flacco at 20 million.
Ooh,
Who would you rather have?
it's easy.
Cam Newton, Joe Flacco. Mate, at the moment, I'd probably have Cam Newton over Jimmy Garoppolo, to be
And
honest.
here's the thing. And I was talking to Neil.
We got
before
we got Derek Carr at 19 million. So the same. Who would you rather have? A
Before we
healthy
hit-
Cam Newton or a healthy Derek Carr?
before we hit record, G.
Please, come on, take the top off.
And this Chargers offense is a pretty decent offense.
It's
the
a-
thing that's
it's-
letting them down
Mate,
is
it's
Rivers.
it's a good effort. You've got a run game at the moment, Gordon and Eckler.
Yeah.
Mate, you've got
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, you
Mike
got
Williams.
Hunter Henry, you
Yep.
got Mike Williams.
yeah.
I just threw in just a sneaky one,
See
mate.
that down there?
Maybe you should just go out and say Antonio.
It's not like they've got any fans to it.
No, you're trying to get him in.
Hmm.
I just
Oh,
threw that in there.
please,
What if
no.
we went and just said, "Hey, Antonio, we'll pay you"?
Please, no.
So
Anybody can go out and grab him at the moment.
yeah, they could easily.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. So there we go. Cam Newton
I like it, G. I like it.
to the Chargers.
Yeah, I
so
like it.
mine was my next one was sort of related to that.
Mhm.
So
Could we see Tyrod? No.
Panthers, the Panthers,
Oh, Tyrod.
and
Still,
the
Taylor.
Chargers. He's
Yeah,
the
I know.
backup QB.
Yeah.
So the
I don't know any of these players. I'm glad AJ's here.
Panthers, that like you said, that's a very good salary for a quarterback. What
20,
Cam's on.
90 million is
So
nothing.
the Panthers are going to want something for that, right? They're going to want something decent back in return if Cam's fit. Okay, so everyone's
you're
saying
going to give him someone back.
no.
Oh.
Everyone's saying that Cam could go to the Bears. I don't think the Bears have got enough to give the Chargers what they would want, if that makes sense, because they've
Okay.
given away their picks for Trubisky, etc.
Right.
So I was looking that the Bears need someone. They need a quarterback, and they need someone that they're going to be able to get for reasonably cheap. And I think, like we said earlier about Tannehill, I think that the Titans are just going to move past Mariota. And I think that because Nagy's thing is that he is an offensive coordinator, and maybe Mariota just needs a different offensive.
Oh,
coordinator.
no.
So,
You're
I
not
had-
doing that. You're not doing that to the Bears fans.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
I had Mariota to the Bears.
no.
oh.
No. He's no good.
He might not be any good, but he's better than Mitch.
Yeah, he's better than Mitch, but
Oh.
oof.
Man, boy, do we. Oh, look. All our Chicago listeners just.
Oof. I can't get on board with that one. Sorry.
Well, they need someone. So it was either I tossed up between.
You could have taken Cam.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think that the Panthers will want more than the Bears have got to give
Okay.
because of how cheap his salary is.
Yep.
So it's either Mariota or Dalton, I think, is their two realistic targets. If they
Dalton's
want to
not
get,
bad. Dalton's not a bad quarterback, you know.
I think they're two realistic targets.
He hasn't
would
got an
be those
O-line.
two.
Not a terrible damn O line there. Like, honestly, serviceable. Dalton's serviceable.
So that was what I ended
How
up going with Mariota.
about they send Cam? How about they send Mike Williams? You can go and get another wide receiver in the draft. Throw that in there.
Suppose.
Oh, so the Chargers are going to send Mike Williams to the Panthers?
Yeah.
Well, the Chargers could give up it. Yeah, they've got all their picks, don't they?
Yeah.
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 They may as well mortgage their future.
I don't know about the Mariota. Mariota's.
Oh, Mariota. Okay. Okay, what are we up to?
I'm going to enjoy
IDP.
that. I'm going to enjoy that, like, when it does happen, and I can just go, hey, gee,
Oh, hey, yeah,
So
I'm
news is
not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying it's not going to work.
I might get you for your 52nd birthday.
So
So
you-
Mariota Chicago Bears jersey.
So I'll hold on to that one share I've got Mariota. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Oh, I guarantee you'll be somewhere.
Oh, can I ask this? In a Superflex dynasty, is Mariota droppable?
Yes.
Yes.
Mate,
We
we
don't
used-
want to hold on to him
mate,
just on the off
two
chance.
two
that he's
years
gonna-
ago, I went on the Dynasty
land
War
somewhere?
on the Dynasty War Zone when our good mate Memphis has his predictions.
Yeah.
Not this season. I backed it up this season, but I went on
Yeah.
the season before and said Mariota's a bust. And that was before the start of last season.
It was. True.
And I backed it up this year just to remind everybody that he's a bust. And I went and I said Tannehill, and I said on our show that Tannehill would start before the halfway season of this year.
Yes. The halfway
And
season.
not because of an injury.
No. Yeah. Okay.
And you were right on Trubisky as well, because in our in-person redraft league,
Yep.
I had Wentz, and then with my second QB, because it's a super flex.
Is that when I laughed at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took Trubisky,
Sorry.
and you were right about that.
Yeah, but I think everybody knew that.
Yeah, but then you corrected it by trading me Baker Mayfield, so we were fine.
Yeah, I'll look after you. I'll laugh at you, then I'll help you out. Then I feel bad.
And Ben Harler, the Titans quarterback, you're looking at him. It's Ryan Tannehill. That's
For
who
next
it
year.
is.
For next year, it is.
It is.
No, they'll go and draft somebody and see what they get. Yeah, maybe like in the third round, and we'll see what we can get in the third round.
I don't reckon they even draft someone.
They-
That's how sure I reckon he's balling. Okay. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I may not have done this in the spirit of the Christmas, to be honest. But anyway, you're not going to like this one. I like it. I like it a lot. So what's the Chargers D need? Let's talk about the Chargers D. Similar situation to the Raiders D, although the Chargers D's got a much better pass rush. Strong at the back, strong at the front, soft in the middle. How about we go and grab a guy who's not having a great year? What?
Talking about himself.
That's actually very good, but yeah, you bastard. So let me go and grab a guy who's not having a great year, a little bit disaffected in his current team. Let's go grab Deion Jones. Whack him in the middle of that Chargers defense.
Not his best year.
No, it hasn't been his best year
No.
at all. Devondre Campbell's playing up a
Oh.
storm. Man.
Mate, they made him team captain,
Mm,
and mate, he's lived up to it.
he has.
He's
Very much so.
playing light. He
He definitely took a step
he's
up.
Deion Jones.
Yes, I know.
He's flying around that defense. He's everywhere.
Yep.
Like I don't know if it's just him, but there's a lot of players on our team that have the dread, the long hair coming out the back.
Yeah.
I'm getting confused.
The dreads.
There's that many of them out there at the moment on the Falcons, but
Yeah.
no, he's seriously having a good year. And Deion Jones just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe a change of scenery.
I don't know, mate, give him a chance.
I want to give him a chance in the powder
Yeah.
blue. That's what I want to do. Because, man,
Ganley wants to
Chargers
know
can't-
why do we have? Yeah, because we drafted him like 3 years ago, and we didn't have much money left, and it was an auction league. That's
Who's
why we.
the only-
That's why we got him.
Mario.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
It's the only quarterback left. But the Chargers just can't. I mean, maybe they'll draft a linebacker this. I was hoping they'd draft a linebacker this time around, but they didn't. Instead of Jerry Tillery's been a good pick, but I mean, they could have had Devin Bush. Anyway, would've
Okay,
been nice.
this might upset you, AJ.
Oh, okay, go. I just upset you. Anyway.
Unrestricted free agent in 2020
Uh-huh.
needs a team. He needs to go to a team on the rise. Okay,
Chargers.
needs a QB in his prime,
Okay, not the Chargers.
a position that he will be will be used and is needed by this team, and that is Hunter Henry
Oh, you're not taking Hunter Henry.
going to the Seattle Seahawks.
No, they got Jacob Hollister.
Will Disley, maybe.
Will Disley.
Well, Will Disley showed that when you got a tight end at the Seahawks, mate, you're going to score.
Yeah.
You're going to get the ball.
True, but Disley's good though.
Yeah, but Disley's always injured.
I don't think they've had much luck with any of their Titans.
No, they haven't had it.
No.
No, they haven't. They went and got Jimmy Graham, and he was no good.
No.
Ed Dickerson is either injured or suspended.
Yep.
So they're in the need of a tight end.
There's another one, isn't there? I don't know. They've tried a few.
Oh, they've
for
had
sure.
they've had a few. They've had Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson's who I'm trying to think of. Yes.
Yeah.
Luke Wilson.
They've had a couple.
Yep.
So I just think, mate, you go and get a Hunter Henry, you stick him in that offense with a quarterback like Russell Wilson, with an offense that, that moves the ball. It's just that one little piece that they need.
How
to put 'em
dare
over
you,
the top.
sir, take
They've got a
our
running game.
best tight end. Take our tight end.
Imagine that. You got
Antonio
Metcalf.
Gates can always unretire.
Mm.
Come back.
You have Metcalf, Lockett, Henry, and Wilson and Carson as your running back. That's a nice. You got a nice
Oh.
looking offense there.
Very nice. Yeah.
So my tight end was, I did it the reverse way around. I looked at a team that is on the rise,
Yep.
if not risen, has a good quarterback, so it's similar to you, and is missing that one kind of part of their offense as well. So they have a top 3 running back. They have arguably a top 10 quarterback. They have a top 10 wide receiver. But their tight end was literally sitting in the Monday Night Football commentary booth last year.
Ooh.
Jason Witten.
Yeah.
So he's back this year, but can he really go again next year? So Dallas need a tight end.
Yes.
Who's got
It's not Blake Jarwin?
no?
Okay. Damn.
Indianapolis Colts have 2 tight ends.
They do.
Jack Doyle.
Well, I think they would, if they had to choose, they would keep Jack Doyle.
Yes.
So Eric Ebron's probably available.
Yes.
So I reckon Eric Ebron to Dallas fills a need.
So you get another tight end that's no good. So you got 3 tight ends that don't do anything.
They don't have the money to be going out and getting like a
No, they don't.
Austin Hooper,
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry. They
Yeah.
need someone that's affordable and
Mate,
alive.
don't be putting bloody Hooper in there. Hooper's staying.
That's where we are. Eric Ebron to Dallas, so Jason Witten can go back to the commentary booth.
He's not going back to commentary booth.
Well, to be the
He's
assistant
going to
coach.
he go sit next. Yeah.
He'll be
Yeah,
the
yeah,
assistant.
yeah, they'll
He'll
put
be
him-
the assistant coach. They'll fire the Jason Garrett, the quarterback. What's the offensive coordinator? Who's the ex-quarterback of Dallas? Offensive coordinator who is an ex-quarterback.
Oh,
at Dallas.
jeez. That's killing me.
Ganley.
Forgotten his name. Anyway, he'll be the head coach.
Ben will be all over
and
it.
then Witten can be the assistant coach.
And you know
Okay.
what?
And Eric Ebron can catch 1 touchdown every
You say
3
to Eric
weeks.
Ebron, we're going to pay you $20 million,
I'm gonna give you
but
20 million bucks.
we're going to put it in bundles, 500,000 bundles, and put it in a jugs machine. And every bundle you catch, you can.
I was
keep.
going to say, if you want to cut his salary, throw money bags at him, and you can keep the ones you catch.
Precisely.
You're going to get a very, very cheap tight end.
Do you like
Very
that one? Is that one? It works in theory.
Yeah, but I just,
You think they can get better than Ebron?
yeah, I think so. I think they need better than
Hmm.
Ebron. It's a position that they need. It is a position of need,
Yes.
without a doubt.
Correct.
Jack Doyle will be better, but I don't know if Jack Doyle will be the go. I should have looked on who's available in the outside of Hunter Henry on the tight end market for him.
You just wanted to stick it to AJ. So as soon as you saw Hunter Henry, you were like, "We're trying."
No. I thought Hunter Henry would be, like you think of it though.
Moore, that's it.
Kellen Moore. You think about the fact though that if they move on from Rivers next year, which is a possibility,
It's a
AJ.
possibility. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't that keen about moving up to LA in the first place.
And he's out of contract, I believe.
He's out. Yeah. So, and the way he's playing this year, what does he throw? He threw 4 last week. I think he threw 4 the week before, possibly.
Yeah, I think he might have. maybe 7 in 2 weeks?
He doesn't look good.
No.
Forget about that weird throwing action that he has, which just looks absolutely bizarre. But we've been
No, but he's had that his whole career. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Take that out of it. But the balls, when we spoke about this months ago, that the balls that go to the sidelines are just
There's no zip on it.
there's no zip on him.
No.
He's been undercut. They need to move on. So I don't know if they want to keep him around for another year and go and get somebody in the draft and go through another season like this. And his averages for close game wins is like extremely low.
Mm.
Yeah, and you need if you're going to make that step, and you're going to talk about eventually, is he a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yep.
Well, things like that you have to look at. The great quarterbacks win close games.
Yes.
And he hasn't been able to do it.
No.
his percentage is poor. So that's why I thought just Hunter Henry, it's up. Do you want to stay here? We don't know who our quarterback's going to be next year. We're going to go get someone in the draft, and he's going to go, well, do I really want to do that in the prime of my career?
Sure. Yep.
So Seattle. Okay, I got one more play for you.
Go.
And that's this is someone we spoke about many a time before. Geez, we're really moving on tonight, aren't we? Bloody hell!
We
Sorry, everybody. And he's not a unrestricted free agent to 2021. AJ, I know who I'm talking about. He's 26 years old. He'll be in his prime when he comes out of contract. He needs a better O line. He's going to get a rookie quarterback next year, possibly, and that is Joe Mixon. So I reckon a team with a very good offense with the names such as Brandon Brooks, Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Jason Peters. Both of those two last guys are ranked at the moment in the top 10 of Pro Football Focus's numbers.
This is a team that has a running back, G.
No, mate, it could always upgrade.
Oof.
And that's stick Joe Mixon at the Eagles.
Miles Sanders doesn't look bad.
Joe Mixon's better. I'm sorry, I think Joe Mixon's a far better running back than Sanders. You put him behind that offensive line, and you'll see what Joe Mixon
Oh, I know.
should be.
I'm not. Well, I was going to say I'm not arguing with you. I kind of am. Well, only because
Mate, yeah.
Miles Sanders, I think, is serviceable. I think he's more than serviceable. He's good. But Joe Mixon's better. I agree with that. For
I
sure.
reckon they could keep both of them though. Send Jordan Howard to the Bengals. and
Well,
something
Jordan
else
Howard's he's on his last year of a 4-year contract that
Right.
they took over.
from Chicago.
Yeah.
From Chicago.
Yep.
They just signed Jay Ajayi, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah, true.
So look, mate, their offensive line's so good that they're ranked like their third downs on average. Their third downs this year, they need only 2 yards on their third downs
Wow.
with that
Wow.
offensive line.
Yep.
They're 12th in adjusted line yards and they're 8th in stuff rate. So I just think get a good quarterback that's going to be available.
Yep.
Good running back's going to be available. Someone that I like. That's probably got more to do with the fact that I just want him out of Cincinnati, to be honest, because I have a lot of shares in Joe Mixon.
Yep.
I'm being selfish. Stick him behind one of the best offensive lines.
Ganley's giving
Yeah,
us the
you're
wind
exactly
up.
right, dude.
Yeah. No, fair call. What are we up to?
You're the last
You're
one.
the last one.
Oh, really? All right. Short and sweet.
The angel on top of the tree.
The cherry. So let's go to a defense
Do you have
that
a cherry on
needs
top of your tree? I don't put a cherry on top of a star.
Yeah.
a star.
Does yours light up?
No.
Oh, dude. Come
Do you
on,
have a
man.
Do you have a star that lights up on top
Hell
of your tree?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ours doesn't light up.
I'm very religious.
Okay. So let's go to the Cowboys D. What's the Cowboys D need? Do you think? IDP people know exactly what the Cowboys D needs.
Corners.
Safety.
Safeties. And let's go to a team that has got zero direction and purpose and is all over the place. In actual fact, this guy was kind of shocked.
taking players off the Chargers.
Oh. We'll pull another one out, are we?
There is no way that Derwin James, we're letting Derwin James go. But a guy who is absolutely just lighting it up despite playing on an absolute trash heap of a team. But Jamal Adams. Let's take Jamal Adams out of the dumpster fire of the New York Jets and move him
Man, the
Dallas Cowboy D.
The Jets D ain't that bad.
No, I know it ain't that
No,
bad.
because they've got the psychopath from the Cleveland Browns running it. What's the guy's name? The Bunty guy. Greg
yeah,
Williams.
they do. Yeah, Greg Williams. Yeah, you're right. Yes.
But so you're gonna put
Jamal Adams.
Does he want to? But he wants to go, doesn't he?
He does want to go. Yes.
Or no, actually, that's wrong. He said
Oh
he
no,
doesn't want to go.
They were trying to trade them.
They were trying to
without-
trade.
Well, no,
Washington.
they were getting interest, so they just listened to what was being said,
But he was pissed.
which is
I mean, you just don't air that stuff then. I mean, gee, you were making a point like, who doesn't pick up the phone? You know, you pick up the phone and listen to what stupid offers teams are going to make. You listen
I get
to the
stupid
offer.
offers all the time, like for trades in fantasy. I'll have a look at them.
And Ben agrees with me. Jeff Heath is a terrible starting safety. Their defensive backfield, their cornerbacks are good. Awuzie is good, but their safeties are terrible. So, yeah, it's something they desperately need. They'll just go and draft one, I suppose. But Jamal Adams, you could get one of the best safeties in the league. Be a very nice addition.
Do they have the money to go and
Yeah,
do
I
it,
was going
though?
to say they'd have to pay him peanuts.
I have no idea. That would be called research. So what are we up to?
That's
Is that
it. We're done.
It's Christmas. These are
Yeah, it's Christmas.
AJ,
Yeah.
the
There's
miracles.
Yeah, miracles, credit cards.
Credit card
Yeah.
miracle.
It's all about, that's
Yeah.
what Christmas is all about.
Exactly. Credit cards.
Yeah.
Yes. Correct. That's it then.
Done.
Done.
Excellent.
Neil, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. I had an awesome time.
We had an awesome time.
Yeah, it was good.
And
It's good.
You-
An hour, 45 minutes, awesome time. AJ's got some work this week. Cut this puppy down.
editing. Yeah, editing. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who has posted comments. We had a few people sort of, chip in.
Yeah,
which
it's
is good.
great. Thank you.
Ganley's still up. That's kind of a record. It's
I
getting a bit
know.
late for you.
It is past
Chris,
his bedtime,
Definitely past his
especially when he
bedtime.
has dinner at 5 o'clock, like grandparents do.
Does he really?
Yeah,
5 o'clock.
yeah, he's like that. He's usually in bed like 9:30.
Cheers, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
But thanks everybody who joined us, and thanks for everybody who's listening in. And I do sort of tend to have a lot of trouble winding these up
You
nowadays,
do.
G. But so how about I just say on behalf of G, myself, and Neil, thanks for joining us. Yeah, there's Chris. Cheers, Chris. Thanks, Dave.
He's got no idea. On behalf of everybody,
Merry Christmas.
On behalf of
Merry
everybody,
Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas. Well,
Christmas.
we're going to do more shows before Christmas,
We
but we
will.
did the 12 days of Christmas. But anyway, thank you, everybody. We will catch you next time. On behalf of all of us, cheers. I'm completely out of rhythm. See ya.
Bye.
See ya. All right. End broadcast. Boom. And we